The future is here at the USA certified the world's first electrifying car. Is it truly capable of soaring through the skies? And when it will be going to production? Join us as we unravel the truth behind the hype and embark on an electrifying adventure into the future. Flying car gets clearance. California startup Alef Astronomics has been working on a car inspired by Marty McFly from Back to the Future, named Model A for years now, and they've finally been given the go-ahead to proceed with the testing phase for the aircraft. The Federal Aviation Administration deemed the Model A safe for flight, making it the first electric vehicle that can be driven on the streets and flown in the air. However, with its current certification, the aircraft has access to only limited airspaces since the government's agency is still in the middle of coming up with policies for electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. A closer look at the model. The current design of the Model A is more or less a drone. It can take off and land vertically and has the ability to carry 2 passengers who will be kept stable during the flight thanks to the aircraft's unique design. Alef has also ensured the safety of the passengers by installing a full vehicle ballistic parachute. What's more, the aircraft has a range of 177 kilometers in the air and can go as far as 320 kilometers on the ground. Consumers shouldn't expect much in the speed department because Alef is marketing the Model A as a low-speed vehicle. They want to keep it within the legal speed limit across the states of the US. CEO's words. Still, the CEO of Alef, Jim Govt, couldn't be happier by unlocking this milestone. As he said, it allows us to move closer to bringing people an environmental friendly and faster commute, saving individuals and companies hours each week. This is one small step for planes, one giant step for cars. His company first thought of the car in 2015, the same year that Back to the Future hit theaters. Jim shared the idea with his friends Oleg Petrov, Konstantin Kilsley, and Pavel Markin, and all of them met in a cafe to work on it. In fact, the first design they came up with was a sketched out of a napkin. The men pursued their dream and gave life to their idea a year later with the first sub-scale prototype. After that, Jim and his company kept on working on things one step at a time and finally ended with the first full-size skeleton of the design in 2018. The model entered the test driving and flying phase in 2019. Release date. Unfortunately, the model is not due for launch for a very long time. Alef has plans to deliver the first batch of vehicles somewhere in the last 3 months of 2025, but there can always be delays. The vehicle is up for pre-sale, and interested consumers can put down a deposit of $150 or $1,500 if they wish to join the priority queue. The expected price tag for the aircraft is around $300,000, and yet despite the exorbitant price, customers and companies from all over the world have been placing deposit for pre-orders. According to the company, 440 people signed up for pre-sales in the last 3 months of 2022. There are high hopes for the aircraft, with Alef Astronomics marketing it as a solution for modern congestion. To do this, they also enabled the aircraft to take off without the need for a runway. The company is also working on a bigger version of the Model A called the Model Z. The 4-person sedan is expected to be released in 2035 with a price tag of $35,000. With backers like SpaceX, there's no doubt about the company's successes. Joby Aviation. Though it's worth noting that Alef Astronomics is not the only one in the race. Like Aeronomics, Joby Aviation focuses on manufacturing electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. The California-based startup recently got the green light for flight testing and saw a rise in stocks. The company's stock was trading at $9.09 per share at 3:45 p.m. ET on June 19, 2023. Joby Aviation has some strong financial backers in its corner, including Delta Airlines and Toyota Motors. Delta Airlines partnered in hope to launch a eVTOL taxi service from Manhattan to JFK to reduce the usual traveling time from an hour to 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Toyota is working as a collaborator for the production of the aircraft. As for the Joby's prototype, it has space for 4 passengers along with the pilot. Despite receiving approval for testing, Joby will not be kicking off operations anytime before 2025, and that's only if the test flights are a success. Joby previously had plans to begin passenger flights in 2024, but that plan never came to fruition. Still, the company has big project lines up in the supply, Edwards Air Force Base with the eVTOL aircraft under its $131 billion worth contract. These aircrafts will have the potential to revolutionize commuting and air travel when they hit the market. Hopefully, both companies will report good results during the testing phase. That's all for today. Until next time.